Yes, peoples. Welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast. Live in the dark.
Live in the dark is crazy. They don't even know what's going on right now.
They don't know what's going on. Back again. Another episode, another pod.
Yes.
With the same two guys and our new special guest. Another special guest, another week.
An esteemed
another guest.
Yes.
Another lovely woman who's come to join us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We have Missmallz.
Yes.
Hey.
Woo! How would we describe you? Styling, modeling, just an overall
Fashion mogul.
Fashion mogul, great creative.
What would you describe yourself as?
Yeah.
Thank you. I describe myself as stylist, model, and of course content creator.
Lovely. How are you doing today?
You know what? I don't know. I just feel a bit drained.
Go on.
But I don't know what's actually draining me. I think London just drains me sometimes. I think I just feel
Sometimes.
like a bit overstimulated. And by the time I'm just rested, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Out of survival mode. So, but I feel calm right now, which is good.
Good.
I hope you do. I don't know, please. I don't need to come on the pod and it's like,
Start making TikToks after. Yeah.
That's good. Guys, how have you been?
Good, man.
I know I forgot to ask you last time, so I'm just gonna ask you now.
Yeah, no, good, man. Weather's been good.
Yeah.
Been inspiring.
It's very sunny today.
So, yeah.
Shorts out.
Yeah, shorts
Legs
is wild,
out.
though.
Legs
shorts
out.
is wild.
Legs
Yeah, I
out.
feel like shorts
Guys,
is insane.
I'm
kind of wild. It's a bit of a crazy.
I'm kind of pre.
What, you're trying to force the sun
Getting
to
ready.
act according-
I'm getting ready.
But what time did you step out of your house?
I mean, this was later. I got home. Okay, cool. Long story short, I came from work. I was wearing all black to go to work. I was boiling because I was wearing a fleece and I was wearing a jacket on top because you never understand the weather. I got
you
home.
don't check the...
No.
That's
Man,
what I'm
let-
saying.
let-
Do
let
Do you
him
guys?
know.
Do you
Let
check
I
the
check the
weather?
weather
Every day.
every single day because
Every day.
then I know what to wear.
Facts.
Yeah, but I don't trust.
I don't check it.
But like
every
the
day.
trust thing, but like where does the trust thing come from? Where was you mistrusted?
Where were you mistrusted?
Is mistrusted a word?
It is now, guys. No, it's definitely not a word.
Mistrusted.
It just went with the flow. Innit?
Like, I just feel like in this UK, you can never be so unprepared.
So you decided to be prepared this evening by
In the
stepping
evening.
outside your house.
You know what happened?
Because I'm driving.
No, but that's the thing.
Because he
This is what I'm trying to
overcompensates in the
understand.
morning. So he has to balance it by undercompensating in the
No,
evening.
Yeah,
and this one
because I'm driving.
No, but your excuse is you're driving. So you're saying you got home and you said, what am I going to wear to a pod? Shorts.
Yeah.
Because I'm driving. It should be
Yeah.
calm. Or was it, I'm driving, so I'm going to wear shorts. Or I'm going to wear shorts and I'm driving.
I'm driving so I can wear shorts.
Right.
Because if I sit in the car, I just turn on the heating.
But then
Right.
again, what time
Go
did you leave the house? Because was it
Okay,
sunny?
sorry.
It wasn't. It was this evening.
It was the sun will calm down. That's not the
So
lyrics.
you left in shorts in the
Yeah. I left. I got home.
The sun had set. He said, nice time for
She
some
just say in the
shorts.
dark.
Yeah.
Are you bantering me? Alright, cool. Now me and you this episode, yeah. Alright, cool. But yeah, how have you guys been?
Hey, man. Been good. Yeah. Like I said, good weather. What are you saying? How are you?
I'm cool. Yeah, good weather, I guess. Yesterday I took the opportunity to walk from Southwark to Canary Wharf.
Such an interesting route.
My friend, Reese said, I'm moving like Joe from you. And I
No, real though.
I'm now upset.
What was you doing on the walk?
I was just walking, talking to my friend.
Oh, okay. You
And
had
like-
company.
Kind of. It was just a phone call.
Fair.
But I was doing some planning in it for like obviously content, so I needed it. And plus, it was one of my goals for the year
Fair.
What? To walk?
from Southwark to Canary Wharf
You
Why?
see, I
because
told
it's
you,
one office to another. Those are the two offices I go to.
When you walk here and you've got something to think about or that run, you can just look in. It
yeah,
just makes sense.
yeah. I could. Yeah, it's real. I couldn't do it as a run though.
I was gonna
could
say, yeah,
walk.
I can walk and think. I can't run and think.
Yeah,
Nah, I run
running.
and think all the time.
Running, I'm just gonna be
Would you
bored,
do one
bro.
of those run clubs
No.
Why?
for the right price?
Not really a runner.
for the right price? You know.
For the right price, I'll be
I'll
there.
die. So no. Literally. No, I literally. No, I'm asthmatic, y'all. I'm not trying to.
Fair.
Real recommendation.
Nah, he's just got hay fever. This is different.
No man.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Triple combo, like.
That's double homicide, right?
Dark.
Literally.
Dark.
Have you guys ever done those run club stuff?
Yeah, I've done a couple.
You've done a run club.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just run.
I run by myself usually.
Yeah.
But I've done like 1 or 2 run club sessions.
Oh, you haven't posted it.
When did you start going to the run club?
Yeah,
No,
what
I
date
haven't
specifically?
started. It was like a one.
Was it BC or AD? Sorry,
all of the wrong clubs I've been to.
Inside joke.
All of the wrong clubs I've been to. We're getting distracted, by the way, guys.
I know.
All of the wrong clubs I've been to were before.
Okay.
I haven't been to wrong clubs afterwards.
Okay,
you think I went to them, man?
We're down south.
Anyway,
let's go on to let's get back to
you,
topic.
Missmallz.
Yes.
Hello.
Our lovely guest.
Yes.
From styling Slawn and his family
Slay.
to directing and launching the campaign of Upstream and modeling for Cortez.
Come on, man! Don't look at me.
We've been
like
seeing you pushing the boundaries, wearing many hats. It's only a coincidence that you're wearing a hat today.
I knew you
But
were
like,
gonna go there.
I guess like starting off, like, where did your love for content or styling start from? Like, what came first?
I think that once I actually had a styling career, I realized that it's always been here. Like, whether it was just always putting outfits together as a kid, like I was really obsessed with that. I would honestly always leave my house at a standard. And then it's like, even I would go shopping with my mom and like, let's say Madeline, I would just disappear. And then I would just be in the sales section. This is probably where the thrifting starts, but I was just in the sales section and I'd find something and I'd come back with her to it. And like, I'm not really from really high income family, so it's just like, yo, if I brought a top that was £4 to her, I was like, you gotta get it, bro. Like, you can't say no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I made the job easier.
Yeah, like, and it looks good. Like, you know, it looks good.
Yeah.
So when I was actually like thinking about when I was younger, I was like, actually, you know, I've always been into fashion. Like, I think I always just, even when I was younger, I realized when I was like nursery, I said I wanted to be a fashion designer because I don't think I actually wanted to be a fashion designer, but back then that's all the opportunities were known to be in fashion, if that makes sense. It was only a design. It was never really like all the roles that we now do, stuff like that. So it was always going to be in fashion. And yeah, even modeling. I used to love posing for pictures. Like, I'm not joking. As I'm growing as an adult, I'm just like, there were so many signs. Like, this is going to be a great documentary. Like, literally.
I hear it.
But yeah, no, I used to love doing a lot of it when I was younger. And then the transition to like it being consistent and everyday work is literally, I'd say, a big shift. Like for everyone, is probably lockdown. I'm not gonna lie, really big time for me. For those who don't know, I'm like 21. So lockdown was when I was in, what's that year in school when you're about to do your GCSEs?
Oh, you're 11.
Yeah, I was in year 11.
Damn. Oh, goddamn.
I was in.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Whoa. Is it bad I forgot that, guys?
No. It's bad at what phase of my life I was in at that time.
Yo, guys, it gets worse. I've been waiting to go on a podcast. I'm gonna talk some real shit, bro.
Go on.
Yo, I was been doing things in school for real. Do you know is I think just like that there's just a period where you become so much more conscious and you can look back in your past, and I was just like, yeah, there were so many signs. So like, yeah, COVID hit when I was year 11, so I would have been like 15, 16. And I was the first year where we didn't do GCSEs.
Yeah. So they sent you by your predicted grade.
Yeah, but it was horrible because like it was like March, right? So March it happened, and then we were in school on like a Monday, and there was a bit of things on the news. And then I came home and my mum was like, yeah, you're probably not going to be in school by the end of the week, like by the Friday. So I came into school the next day on Tuesday. I'm talking to her, I'm just like, yeah, do you know what my mum said, guys? Like, we're probably not going to be here like Friday. Yo, they sent an email that day saying, tomorrow's the last day of school. So like, it was on like a Wednesday. And like, I was like, yeah, 11, like, you remember the t-shirt signing?
Of course.
Just like everything. It was just also just an awkward peak time because this is when everyone was gonna start locking in. So if anyone didn't lock in around that time, I'm not gonna lie, they flipped it. Don't want to use that language, but yeah, because the predictions. And then, I was just like sent home. And then I was just like, well, what do I do? I started off, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, well, this is proper like, perfect opportunity to get back into watching anime, so I was just binging it.
Fair.
And also it was what was I watching?
Yeah.
You know, I started Attack on Titan around then.
Oh,
Not saying as in like I've watched a lot of anime. I used to watch a lot of romance anime when I was a kid because I'm just a girl, right? But like Attack on Titan was crazy for me because it was just so violent.
Yeah.
Like there was blood, there was gore.
Yeah.
But like I have this cousin, and he was just going on at me saying you need to watch it. I'm just like, oh, and then like
it's a
might as well.
once I started getting into the storyline, and also like all the cousins were talking about it, so now I can be in conversation like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like a lot of that, and just kind of like, you know, it sounds crazy, but it was just refreshing to, as a child around that age, to just not do anything. I was just like, oh, actually, I needed this. And then I started getting bored, and I wanted to do shopping because I think that's around the time a lot of people were also changing their style during COVID.
For sure.
And obviously, changing your whole wardrobe, no one talks about it, is actually really expensive. Like going from this completely to that, expensive. Even you start off with your basics, you're gonna start getting tired of that favorite pair of jeans that you first got. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you always feel like you're in a trapped cycle of buying again. So then I was just like, yo, I need to make some money. Like, so I was like, okay, how can I make money? When I was in school, I was that person that used to sell food. Like,
okay.
Real?
Yeah.
Real.
Capri Suns.
Yeah, but I used to make food, bro. I was serious.
What were you selling that you made?
Do you know what? Look at the face.
I'm mad intrigued.
Yeah,
Do you know what it is? I've always grown up on doing food at home, innit, and bringing it in per lunch. So we used to always have sandwiches, but like I was getting tired of sandwiches. My mom was like, okay, let's just try like chicken wraps. So then she just got like this like oven chicken wraps, and I bring it in, and every now and then I'll just share it with my friends. They're like, this is good. Like I would pay for this. So I was just like,
oh yeah, All right then.
right. So then I literally started doing that.
Mad.
I would make like maybe like 15 for school. Sometimes they would sell off before break time.
Mad.
Yeah. No,
So people are specifically not going to the shops
Yo,
because they know
now literally
Nyah's
pulling up with the rap.
Guys, I had to put it as like reservations on Snap. Like I'd be like, I swear to God, yo, I'd love to like, guys, I'd love to go on my phone and search. I was searching like 10 minutes or something. But like, I'd have different flavors in it. So I was just like, yeah, like there's this many mayo, sweet chili, barbecue. This is so funny talking about.
Cold.
And then everyone would just reserve it. Sometimes I get into school, people are like, have you got any wraps? I'm like, bro, they're reserved. Like,
fair.
It's morning time. Like
tomorrow, maybe.
I can't you should have started doing auctions.
Yo.
Auctions is crazy.
Yeah, for real.
No, like
in the middle of the playground.
Hey, this is for him. But if you pay me £2 extra,
it could be yours.
I can tell him that I forgot. Still.
I can tell it I forgot it at home.
Yeah.
And then
that's poor customer.
Poor. Your business start crashing down.
You know what I'm
in like 2
saying?
days.
money don't stop if keep going.
So by the time they're angry at Nyah, she's on the next thing.
No, literally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Quickly, I wanted to ask you a question. I've had this thing. Some people have asked me this, and it can relate to you. How do you feel like you can find, because you just spoke about how it's expensive to basically change style, how do you feel like you can find your style, if that makes sense?
You have to thrift.
Really?
You have to thrift. If you want to know anything about yourself and your style and what really suits you, you have to thrift, because it's the only way you're going to have access to just every single clothes to try at a cheaper price. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if you spend this much on it, you're never going to regret it too much. You can also just sell it on, pass it on. And it's more interesting. You're going to get a lot of things from the past that most things have inspiration from now. You're going to understand clothes, fabric, the fitting of clothes more. It's just because a lot of these things were taken into consideration a lot more than now. Yeah. So trust me, like back through like thrifting, I learned so much. Like I just learned what suited me, literally, and I didn't have to like break the bank. And also the best thing is that you're not like matching with everyone in it, so you're just literally finding all these special garms, pieces that you thrifted. It's even the fact that you got them for cheap. Literally, considering the shoot.
How much of
we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. How much of this outfit is thrifted? In fact, we'll give us that, and then we'll go into your shoes.
Okay, so my hat is thrifted. When I say thrifted, it's from a vintage shop, and it's really nice to get it. Like thrifted and vintage is different, so the price is a bit different. It wasn't too bad though. I think it was like maybe like £30 or something. I don't mind paying for that. I'm gonna keep it forever. It's actually, it says Puna and it's like really cool. It's actually a palace hat. So then I was just like, okay, you're definitely coming with me. This is thrifted, and I wore this because I think I wore this kind of when Missmallz started. So it's something I've kept, and I see it all the time. But then I put it on and I was just like, oh, that's why I kept this. My joggers are not thrifted. These are from 99 Base, which is like a German friend's mine. And then my trainers.
Oh yeah, I see you fly over to Germany quite a bit to spend time with them. Yeah.
I was with them today.
Fair.
They're local. We should get them on.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not?
Look into it.
They speak English, so.
Fair.
The way you said that, like, we're gonna need that.
What you got on foot today? What you got on
some
foot?
people don't know they're German. It's hilarious.
What you got on foot today then?
My shoes.
Yes.
Guys, I had to come with the best shoes today. I was just like, yo, they're gonna not in a judgment, in an impressive way. Like, I need to make an effort. I've been invited here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna represent.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So,
come as you are, man.
Okay. You know what, guys? I don't actually know what these shoes are called.
The Nike Thundermax.
Thank you. The reason I don't know what it's called because so gratefully, God bless, I was sent them from Nike London.
Okay.
Big them up.
And big them up because they're really specific with who they gift, and I'm just like, please.
Yeah.
But, no, they came in the mail, and I was literally addicted to them because I really wanted to pair like this. But I don't know. I feel like the colorways I was seeing was like,
You saw a lot more vibrant stuff in it.
yeah, and it was also just like, even the quality is different because this has that. I think a lot of people.
I think that's the Gore-Tex.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Like
the
the Gore-Tex
Gore-Tex,
shoe. So it's just like the quality in general, and then made it like so much more interesting, like with the zip and function. Like I didn't know, maybe feel like I was zipping up a jacket. Like I'm actually rather than just like a little fashion. And then I really like the thick black sole. Yeah, I think these shoes just match everything for real. So
No, you and Michael in the same boat. Look
That's
look how smiling.
That's a
Look
good
how
shoe.
smile.
That's a good shoe. Look at the fact she's enjoying it. That's a great shoe. What
Like
are you
also
talking
they're
about?
mad comfy. I've literally said it to everyone. And the fact that you can unzip it means that you can adjust how it fits your foot. So
Yeah.
Tell her, man. Great shoe.
literally.
Great shoe.
You
Okay,
think
we
he
get it.
think he made the shoe, bro?
Hey.
He just made it, man.
I have stocks and shares.
Literally.
Anyway, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah,
me.
you.
Okay, cool. I am wearing the Reebok X Foot Patrol Insta Pump. But it's without the pump, allegedly.
Oh, okay, so just Insta.
Yeah, they had to make this mold apparently like fresh.
Oh, is it?
Because like they've been going back and forth about this shoe for a while. And they dropped it recently as a follow-up from their Paris Fashion Week pair that they dropped.
Yeah.
I really wanted that pair, man.
Yeah,
Should've-
man, clean still.
I was there, but I should have been there.
You should have been there.
I can't lie.
You wasn't there.
Rick Ross collapsed me.
Can you
That's all I
imagine?
can say.
Since
It has
I'm
egg
the
in
only
it.
one that stuck to the theme of Max, me and Nyah both wearing Air Maxes.
Not just you.
Yeah, how are you saying the only one that stuck to the theme of Max when it's a Sander Max?
Yeah, amongst us three.
Oh,
Like him. Look.
don't.
Since I'm the only one that stuck to the theme, I am wearing the Nike Chlorophyll Air Max 1s. Obviously, re-released 2023.
No, it's 2024.
2024.
And apparently
My bad.
again 2025.
Yeah, they're
Is
dropping
it?
it again for
Yeah.
Air Max Day, no?
Yeah, allegedly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
so 2024 Nike Chlorophyll Air Max 1s. Great shoe. Yeah, man, just a great shoe. Like I can't complain. Weather's out, sun's out, legs out.
Sun's not out, weather's not out, but sure. At least you banged the
All
fit.
legs are out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legs are out.
Skin out, bro.
Yeah, Betty Lavine.
And you know what's so funny?
Wait.
Asking what I was listening to when I pulled up on him today.
What are you listening to?
Oh, we'll get into that afterwards.
Bolly, what have you got for today?
Basement music.
Basement, right.
I've got a little crash out ×2.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
This is Black Effel's One Energy. crash out.
Bumper stomper.
Anyway,
Bro,
no, it's cool.
don't make me crash out in front of a guest.
just
bro.
continue.
Don't
Just
make me crash
sorry,
out in front of the guest.
Basically, your
don't.
foot can fit in his shoe 12 times. But
Not 12 times.
12.
That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I got the Yeezy V1, no V2 Vanta.
Yeah.
good shoe, great shoe.
Yeah, great shoe.
So, yeah, go on.
Nyah, talk to us about this shoe on the table.
Guys, this shoe on the table is so special. I brought it not just because it's special to me, but also maybe to give an insight to others.
Go on.
So the shoe is obviously, like shaggy, they're cute. But like what's really interesting about them, I actually got them on Vinted about, I think 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So this is like, obviously we have the remake that's come out, but these are like the OGs.
Okay.
And they were just listed as Nike shoe 2004, something like that. I don't know. And they were £10.
Fair enough.
So I was just like, is this real? I checked the whole, Vinted, so I done the checks. Like I checked the page, the seller. It was posted literally like an hour ago. So I was
fair.
like, okay, if I don't grab it now, then
It's probably gonna go.
yeah, someone else is gonna grab them in my size, so UK4. And yeah, they were actually my first pair of Shox because at the time Shox was still really popular. But yeah, I just didn't want to pay that much for them.
Fair.
Not saying they're not worth that price, but like I just didn't have that for a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I
so
understand.
finding this was really interesting, and also I didn't see anyone with them, so I was just like extra bonus. So yeah, they're this little special shoe to me, and they give me a lot of height. So
Fair.
How do you feel about the reissue of the Shox, like the Shox that are coming out now?
um,
Quickly, what's your favorite Nike silhouette? Or let me know silhouette in general. Let me not limit it to brand.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know if you can ask a stylist that, guys.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Okay, for you to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, you still can't ask you that.
I don't think so. I think
What have you been wearing the most recently?
these.
And after that?
They're not going to be trainers. They're like Gucci ballerina pumps.
Fair.
Like, literally, I think that's what it is. Because I'm not always in trainers. Kicks. It's just literally whenever it's appropriate, if that makes sense.
Feel you.
So, yeah, I don't think I can say... Or maybe I just haven't found it yet, right? Innit?
Okay.
I guess I haven't found my favourite silhouette. Because once I get onto it,
You're in
maybe
that
there's
and
no...
only that. Basically.
What did you grow up wearing?
We didn't get trainers a lot of lots of times in the year.
Yeah.
So it was maybe like once a year. Because I don't know, there was just this one period when trainers shot up in price. Like I remember like being able to get trainers for like £50, stuff like that. Then it was all of a sudden like 80, then it was 90, then it was like 120, and then I wasn't even asking my parents. I was just fair.
You know, let me take my ass home. Like,
I would just literally go Westfield, look at all these shoes. And then, just look at all these shoes and then be like, okay, maybe that's all I needed, actually. I
Fair.
didn't need
Just need to see
them. One thing I did wear, oh my gosh, I never really understood, like, a lot of sneaker people when I was younger about, like, this whole, like, finding a specific shoe and searching and finding it. But I think there is one shoe that I would get, and it's, like, these pair of Huaraches I had when I was younger.
Okay.
And they were just this mad exotic color. Like, they had, sorry.
Go on.
They looked so crazy. They were, like, what's that word when all the colors are blended in to each other at once?
like a rainbow, safari.
Like
Yeah,
an
but
ombre
what's
type.
Yeah, ombre is like a... What's that? You know, some people get their socks like that. Tie-dye?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit like a tie-dye, but it's like with like a pink, red, and like an orange. And then like with like as highlight colors. And then the rest of the shoe was just white. So like they became like an ultimate summer shoe for me. And I was very adamant in like color coordinating it with like everything in my outfit. I think at the time I was definitely like year 6. So that's like 10?
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
I think so.
Huh.
Or 11?
As in 6 years old?
Yeah, age.
Oh yeah, you were
No,
like
no,
you were
year
11.
Year
6.
6.
Yeah,
As in
year
in
6.
school.
Oh yeah, so you would have been
10 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10, 11.
Yeah.
And then for some reason they just felt like they got tighter as I got older.
Fair.
So I think they were 3.5 though, maybe. I'm a 4
Is
now,
it this
so
one? Could it be that one?
I think it is that one.
Okay.
How many of those did you sell?
You've helped. Sorry.
How many of those did you sell?
Huh? No, because I
it
remember
still
it.
looks-
I remember it being a junior shoe when I was in the store, and I just remember it being a really small shoe, and it was only people that would buy it for like. Obviously, I hope you didn't take us in that for like their children.
Yeah,
'Cause
I was a child.
Yeah.
But hey, I just wanna.
Yeah, so-
Would you say your family are creative?
Yeah, my family is so creative. I think my family being so creative has forced me to, is why I'm such a savvy person. So like where the thrifting or just the DIY comes from massively. Like my grandma's really, really creative. So she kind of does all creative things that's like crafting.
Okay.
But she like alternates it like throughout the year, month stuff. So she's like so she makes clothes. She knits, so she can knit things, crochets. She can make jewelry, and she also makes like cards and stuff. So
first.
from that, I've learned how to do it all. Literally, we would just go to her house and we would just do it with her, whether we wanted to or not. It was just kind of just like an activity to do. Like everyone kind of got involved. But like same way when I was just starting out, I didn't get talked about, but like the other business I was talking about is the same way I started to. You just look at things differently. So I stopped wanting to just get everything in shops and like the high street because I knew the backstory, if that makes sense. So like this nice looking item is actually just a piece of fabric that has been cut and now sewn. And like actually if my grandma made it, it would look way better on me than it does in the shops. And like everyone talks about this whole like getting your clothes tailored and handmade, and it's such, I don't know, I feel like only like a small amount of people talk about it because it sounds like such a luxurious thing, but it's actually just a logical thing. Like of course if you actually made your clothes to your size, and then it would just benefit you and look best. And buying fabric means you actually buy into quality. So a lot of people don't do this nowadays, but I usually check an item before I buy it. So I'm just like, how much of this is actually cotton?
Yeah.
And you find out the whole
I've noticed a
item
lot
is just
of people do
plastic.
that.
Yeah. Because most of it is like polyester or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, and also the maddest thing is a lot of people don't realize that with a lot of these crafting things, the price is not as much as you think. So the price you just paid for that jacket, they ripped you off. Like it's just fabric and sewing machine or.
I guess like from that point then, when did you realize that brands kind of didn't accommodate to petite or smaller women, or did you ever feel like that?
I feel like that comes into costs. At the end of the day, anything that's like an addition for your like target audience is usually going to come out of pocket for you. So it's just whether you want to engage with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you have a high quality brand and they're going to be like, yeah, we want to go that extra mile for our clients. If you have a fast fashion high street, they don't care. They're crunching numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and at the end of the day, because they've upheld that standard, unfortunately, people won't go against it. They'll just go with it. So people are more likely to buy clothes that actually doesn't fit them because that's just the standard and that's what everyone does. And also, they don't know how to find as much access to something else that will actually like be better for them. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how did you go about shopping?
Like when I first started.
Yeah, in terms of obviously you know that a lot of brands don't cater for you. Just for other people out there who also fall into the petite category, what are tips or tricks that you found that helped you? Is it, I don't know, trying to buy clothes from a different country? Because I know like the Asian market is a lot smaller in terms of clothing.
It's heavily smaller.
So what did you do?
I think one thing to also highlight, because I'm quite honest, is that like even if I might be presenting a lot of outfits, at the end of the day, I get a lot of clothes sent to me because I'm still an influencer, content creator. So that's still gonna either be one massive cost that people don't realize is cut out. So it's just like, it means that I can put my money more towards something that might be a bit more pricey than on the market.
Yeah,
it's actually a better quality item. And it's understandable that your everyday life person might not be able to achieve the same because actually that's coming more out of pocket. So sometimes when people kind of balance the two, if they're doing, let's say, I'm just gonna say like not in a rude way, just like your 9-to-5 work and also like upkeeping their, I would say passion for like actually like well-made clothes, is that like they just take their time, literally. So like they'll just slowly build and you have like all these archive pieces, which is still an amazing route that I still recommend for people to take. Like literally just take your time, because I think anything that's rush or impulse buy is just gonna lead to like something you're never gonna love, but you might just not hold as much for it.
Rather than something you really looked forward and looked into.
Yeah, you looked for it. It has a story. It means something to you. At the end of the day, I'm always going to push for like us to slow down overconsumption with clothes. Yeah. It's just getting out of hand.
Facts.
And these are like ways, I think the worst thing is just to be someone that's just always complaining about it and saying like, oh, stop the fast fashion, stop overconsumption. If you're not going to give people ideas and inspiration, then we're not going to get anywhere. So I think that's a really good way to see it. It's just like, it's actually building and nurturing something that's actually going to benefit you, if that makes sense, and last. So
big facts.
Another question: what would you say is, obviously you've given all of these gems in terms of how to shop for petite, but how would you say shopping, just in general, in terms of vintage and thrifting? What are your tips in terms of shopping in such a category? Because you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, I think you can't be lazy.
What does that mean?
You can't be lazy means that you do need to go through the whole store. You do need to go through every single rail in the shop, because like at the end of the day, in these high street stores, you might have a whole row of clothes, but it's the same top like 20 times in different sizes. So people are just not actually used to like having to go through a whole shop. If that makes sense.
Just ask for the size usually.
Yeah, it's just kind of whatever you see, because usually at the front of the rail or something. Whereas like, you could have just missed out on your dream dress or top because you just didn't go through each item. So my first tip is always going to be like to take your time and go through it. You need to see thrifting as like an activity. This is sometimes how you get addicted to it though. But like literally, I don't know how some people are being by themselves, but like a really great thing to do thrifting is like you can go solo. Like literally just have your headphones, your music, and in the shops, they're also not waiting for you to make a purchase. Or to even, if you prefer, conversate. They're just kind of there to do their job, innit? If you come to the store of anything. So they don't mind how long you take. They're going to prefer you take longer in there because they know they have gems hidden, if that makes sense. And just think about when you're in a high street store, the workers can like, if something's out of place, they can reorganize it. in a thrift shop, that's not really happening. Like, it's just wherever that place is, that's its new home on the rails. So, yeah, go through all the homes, basically.
How would you say you'd go about doing it online?
Online's the same. I feel like you have it's like Vinted. Like, anyone that's addicted to Vinted is because they can just scroll for hours. Like, because there's so many, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like, you know, on YouTube when you click a link to this, and then like there's another video that's similar, and then there's a comment, and there's just like same on Twitter, like Twitter. I think on every social media, like, we do it a lot for everything. We're like looking for a story that's hot right now. We're searching it. We keep going to comments. You
Going
can
down like a rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly. You can do the
like
same
TikTok,
with thrifting. There's some websites that are like really big that have so many items. There's others that is like more created, so you don't even need to spend so much time. And like the nicest thing about it being created is that it's actually to the clothes you like. So it's just pure clothes you like. It's just what to pick from, if that makes sense.
I guess that kind of brings us on to your work with Upstream.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Obviously, because like Upstream is like a platform that presents as, for those who don't know, a place where you can rent high quality items from that are like, for example, let's say a designer brand, they have product that's not sold or it's like old season, and they put it up there to get rented, essentially. So you could rent like Billionaire Boys Club jeans for like a few days, or like a week or something if you need it for a shoot or like a specific fit and you don't want to buy it. And as Nyah was saying before, like, you get to try something on, form an opinion, see if it works for you, and then decide if you want to keep it. But like, how did that come about, and the conversation come about for you?
Yeah, so the whole project was kind of me shooting my shot, if that makes sense. There's one thing I learned about creative industry is you just gotta shoot your shot, or like, you know what I mean, go big or stay home. So initially they first started like with most creators just kind of like lending us clothes to try out, stuff like that. And then they were contacted about an advert they had for TikTok, and they were just asking me to be a model. And I was like, yeah, this sounds really cool, like, let's jump on a call. But like, in my mind, I was always getting to pitch something else on that call, if that makes sense. I just needed to be on the phone to someone, like, that's direct. Yeah, I just needed a platform, like, I just needed, I'm not saying I tricked them a little, but, you know what I'm saying? So, hopped on the call, and I was just like, yeah, like, this model sounds really cool. They're sending me content. I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. Then I'm just like,
but
I've actually got an idea, you know, like, and that's when I basically pitched for them, for me to style the whole shoot, because I was like, yeah, this is just really on par for me, and also it made so much more for me to be a part of a project, rather than just like modeling. If I get to like put my creative in it, so they were just like, yeah, like, of course, that'd be sick, and then they was like, yeah, we'd love to hear your ideas on like how to shoot. I was like, well, you know what, guys, like, I'd love to creative direct it as well. Like,
I just so happen to have a 14-page slide.
Literally, my deck is actually, it's in your inbox right now. Yeah,
I'll read for you.
Literally, so it was just kind of me pitching ideas, and then I came in and we started going over storyline. I made some twitches and things just to like make it relatable, interesting, what I would watch as an advert, stuff like that. I still make it a bit personal to myself, so there's like these fun scenes of me like the first thing is I come in and I make tea. I literally spoke to you about the tea thing.
Literally, like,
I don't even know how I don't have a tea right now. Actually, I'm ill prepared as well. But yeah, like some things that are just like still to myself, and then relatable to everyone. So we have like the scene where I'm like tearing through clothes and stuff like that. Like, everyone's been there, done that. So I'd say like the highlight of it was probably I got all the extras and like assistants, everyone involved was literally just from my story. So it was an opportunity for me to just connect with my community, because they're always reaching out. I'm so proud of them. They're always reaching out to me just to like hit their shot type of thing. Like, if you have any opportunities, if there's any stylists. So it was a really nice chance for me to finally give back and be like, oh my gosh, guys, I have
like,
something.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And it wasn't, I was like, yeah, I know it's not the biggest, but like, it's just a really great start. So that was probably my favorite part. Like, they were all really lovely people. And yeah, it's refreshing, because at the end of the day, like, everyone is strangers. So
real there.
But now they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, the campaign was cold. Like, I actually watched it a couple times. I was like, you know what? Like, I see how that worked to like not only tell your story, but also highlight what they were trying to build.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, man, no, it was a good look still. Can't lie.
Thank
So
you.
how from that is it from that gig that you got the Slawn gig, or how what was the progression?
No, that definitely has nothing to do with Slawn. I think that shout out Slawn, homie.
Yeah.
It's literally like as people say in creative industry, there's so much just going on for such a while that people didn't even realize. So it's just like we've been like friends for a while. It's just like
London is small. Oh my
it's
gosh.
crazy.
it's just
Well,
like
it's small.
it's literally like I'll tell the story because it's like I'll tell the story in the sense to kind of inspire people to just kind of like it's from posting, if that makes sense. Because I'm posting on my socials, it means that I have a portfolio for people to look at or just to take something from me. So I was following him and then he followed back and I was just like, I was gassed, of course. I was just like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
And then he started interacting with content. I was just like, what? Like literally I was like, I appreciate it so much.
In you that was like,
Yeah, and it was just him showing love to Fitz or just like literally as a mutual should. It was really nice and refreshing. And then there was the first thing was for GQ Man of the Year event, and I was contacted through someone else, and they were basically saying how he's put me as a suggestion, like to be on board as well.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, that's
Yeah,
sick.
that's
Like,
really
okay,
nice.
yeah, I'm down. And the styling went like it was like half and half. So I started off kind of an assistant role. But the other person that was involved as well, they had to travel, so I had to just help a bit more.
Right.
It was crazy. I was actually in Paris when it all kind of unfolded, and I had to come back and rush back as Stylist does, and then run around. And then I got back to London, and I went straight to theirs, and it was the day of it. So
Nice.
we had already a bit of prep, but it wasn't massively. But the whole idea was just like, okay, we're gonna make it work. Like it was never gonna be a what we're gonna do. It's just gonna like we're gonna make this work.
Yeah.
And it did, but it was a lot. But yeah, I'm really happy with the results. And at the end of the day, I think that what's really nice and refreshing is that he didn't feel no way as well showing love. So it made me feel confident in my work, which meant that I could do my job to like the fullest degree.
Makes sense.
And like not feel like why am I here? Like I'm meant to be here, if that makes sense.
Bro.
The
And
whole
just wanting to
imposter
deliver,
syndrome
innit? So, and then from there, we were just talking about me being consistent for other jobs, and then San Francisco came round for there was a few events going on, to be honest. Everything was so last minute.
Was that Art Basel? Or
No, Art
Basel?
Basel was Miami.
Okay, yeah.
I actually helped with some Miami fits.
Okay.
Which is really cool. I've actually been in, not to be that, I feel like some stylists love to be like just that behind the scenes person, like no one even knows what's going on. So like they were posting, I was just like, oh my god, those are some of the fits from the boards, like, but like I felt really accomplished.
Okay.
So for San Francisco, he was just telling me how he has some events, so he needs me to like help just plan some fits, and then like T needed some help as well, like assistance. And the whole thing just ended up being like a bit last minute, just because of everyone's schedules. Like it's just how it gets.
I don't think anything in the creative world is planned.
Yeah.
Or if it's planned, it's planned loosely, and then you're winging it
Yeah,
half
you
the
just
time.
literally, I'm winging this, like, you know what I mean? So, the way things were working out, I was just basically worried that my work wouldn't be at its fullest potential if I wasn't with them.
Okay.
Whether that was like putting outfits together, being present,
Or like
just
small alterations and stuff like that.
just like I think that's the worst. Like as a stylist, you always want to be on shoot, like 100%. So I just pitched. I was just like, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just better if I come."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You wanna come?" I was just like, "Yeah." Like I think it will just like make everything easier. And he's like, "Okay, cool. Let's see if we can arrange it." And that was on like a Monday, and we flew out on the Friday. So
Fair enough.
everything was last minute, but in between that, I still had to like pack
pieces
logs,
and-
full pieces, pack the because like everyone was already traveling, and then I was on 100. I was on a thrill. I was like, this is exactly what I want to be doing. Or like, this is what I've been working hard for. This is like so like it's literally a love and hate type of thing.
Makes
More
sense.
love, of course.
Yeah.
That moves me on to what's your favorite and least favorite thing about styling?
Oh, it's a great question. The most favorite thing about styling is seeing a happy client's face.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy client's face and body language and like just overall appreciation of your work. That's when you feel really content that you've just done your job really well.
Facts.
And especially from clients that I've just either had like bad prior experiences or just wasn't confident in a stylist, isn't it? So that's really nice. The worst thing about being a stylist is probably invoices.
Fair.
Like the creative industry, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man.
yo, I saw someone make a joke saying about they're just gonna start bringing around their
Card
Yeah,
reader.
card reader.
like-
So real.
You might have to. You know?
but like literally, like I might literally. I have one, guys. Don't ask me why. But I've already got one. Like That's probably the most jarring thing. I think it's like with everything else with my influencing, I'm with an agency, so they manage a lot of it. But like my styling is me being like a big girl by myself. So when things are delayed, I'm just like, please, like, literally, like, because there's no other thing you can say to them that's gonna make the process faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's not even just the invoices; it's actually just as well as like enjoying and having fun with your clients, but having trust in your clients.
Yeah.
So,
What do people not know? What do you think people don't get about styling in terms of like what bit of styling is either underrated or people just don't understand that you would want people to understand?
that's a good question. I think,
is it like the time that it takes? Is it like the way some of the clients are, what people demand of you?
yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't say anyone has too many demands, but at the end of the day, everyone has different personalities, and some people are either, remember we were saying about like that whole getting to know your style, some people are on different parts of their journey. So some people are so secure that to work with a stylist is a bit like what do you mean, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's nice, it would be nice for people to understand that sometimes a stylist is not always about putting someone in a costume. It could just be either, like, it could be putting someone in a costume if that's what they need as a client, or it could just be helping someone achieve like a look or inspired, or
that
just
matches
like
their personality.
yeah, breaching that gap that they just it's like a foggy area for them that I can actually provide a service that's gonna make it easier, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. What would you say, like, what as a stylist, what's your opinion on fashion trends?
Fashion trends as a stylist is that like it stands out so clear to me that like trends are here and they've always been here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just how you want to look at it. If you look at it in a way of just it's always been here, then you'll kind of come to like a piece that the fact that everyone is just going to be wearing different things at different times, like things that you found trendy, people might not, and they're like, and everyone just, like we said, everyone's on their own journeys. So it'd be nice if people just didn't think about trends, they just thought about clothes.
Fairs. Makes sense.
And if something so happens to be a trend, then okay, but I'm just wearing my clothes.
Literally.
So
Which leads me on to a game. Blind rank, all three of you,
Oh gosh.
the following fashion trends.
blind rank.
Blind
How many?
rank.
What
There's
does blind
7.
rank mean though?
So I'm gonna, like, there's 7. I'm gonna read it off. And
okay.
Yeah.
Explain it. Sorry, I should have done that last week, but I should
What
have
a
done
blind
that.
rank
Explain.
is, I'm going to list items one by one, and you're gonna have to rank it without knowing what's coming next.
Yes. Cool.
Blind ranking.
Oh, that's hilarious. I seen that on TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Blind rank the following fashion trends.
Oh gosh.
How many is it again?
7.
Okay.
Alright.
Has
Cool.
to be.
Gorp core.
That's a good trend.
One highest, 7 lowest. What's
Yes.
the
One's highest, 7 is lowest.
cool? Okay, but guys, are we talking about like Pinterest, TikTok, fashion trends? Are we talking about the actual like love of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we talking Gorp core?
As
In the
your
mountains,
opinion on them. Like, for example, like as you're about to say, like Gorpcore in terms of mountaineering,
Yeah.
Arc'teryx, Salomon,
Or like we
kinda.
were talking about the Japanese inspiration for textures and like
I guess that kind of all feeds into Gorpcore as a trend, no?
Whatever you
cool,
view
okay.
the trend as
First-
Gorp core as,
Yes.
what would you rank it?
What are you saying?
I was gonna say 3.
Okay.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I think I'm at 3. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
It's functionality. You know.
Yeah, literally.
Loafers with a casual fit.
I'm not mad at the fit, but I'll say 4 because I don't know what's coming next.
I might
That's
score
for
that
me.
too high. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a winner, unfortunately. But like, we just don't know what's lurking in there.
Hey.
I'm gonna take the risk.
I'm gonna
Take a
be
risk.
brave and put it at 2.
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
I'm gonna take inspo, but stay back at
Yeah.
3.
I hear it.
Wait, didn't you put?
No, she put that.
4.
Cool. Oh,
Okay,
Don't
Don't. Animal print.
6.
6.
Peta can come in.
Ooh. No, but I do like a good animal print though. But I just don't like it enough.
Yeah. Do you not have cow shoes, bro?
Yeah, I do, and I have a zebra reversible jacket.
Yeah.
Well, we said however we want to interpret it, right?
How
Yeah.
you want animal print? How
I'm
you
saying
wanna interpret
5.
Animal print.
Ooh, 6.
Is there
6.
any other prints coming?
that? I'm not telling you. Why would I tell you?
I'm saying 6.
I fucked it.
I said animal.
The thing is, I actually want to put it at 3, but like 2 is crazy.
Bro, you've really-
And 5 is so low. Like,
Right. I hear you. It's like you don't like the trend. It's just not as high as the other.
You gotta place it somewhere.
because like, am I putting animal print
You might want to write this down, by the
on
way.
the Google? Like,
You might want to write the numbers down.
iPad?
on your
Your
Mac,
iPad.
on your iPad.
Yeah, welcome.
Got an iPad.
I'm just a girl. Okay. I'll take your iPad everywhere with you. It's just for safety, guys.
For safety.
Were you one of those people in school that didn't use their phone and just always had their iPad?
You know,
iPad.
guys, this is revolutionary. I've never had an iPad. I bought this for myself. I was just
Is it?
like, wow.
Bolu has been screaming at me since uni to buy an iPad.
Yeah, I'm,
Some people are iPad people.
I'm,
You have to
it's
embrace
okay.
it.
Do you need me to teach you how to spin the pen?
That's
I can teach you how to
crazy.
spin the pen.
Listen, I'm just.
So
I'm
see the
too
way
seasoned.
see the way it flung.
That was a part of the trick.
Ah.
I can teach you that, but like, you
The
know what I'm
iPad is a
saying?
call and response. The pen is a call and response. That's why.
Okay.
So alright, cool. Going through what we've done Gorp core, loafers with casual fit, and animal print.
Damn. Guys, if we don't like this, we're doing this all over again.
Oh no,
Don't tell the camera.
Low.
4.
I mean, we could do that. I'll just use the first bit.
Would never know for real. It's the worst part, having someone edit something else for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I love it.
Okay.
cool. Are you ready?
Yup.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Green.
Green.
Oh, Elite 1.
Do you guys play this game usually?
No.
We play different.
I mean, yeah,
Horrible.
we play different
we
games.
play
One.
different games.
One.
I'm,
Green is phenomenal.
I'm here for that.
Green.
I'm putting
I'll
green
put-
at.
No, I'm gonna pick green.
I'm
Okay,
gonna put green at 5.
Bro,
I'm
where's
gonna
mine?
pick. Wait, let me just. I need a minute.
The fact that it's different shades of green. I'm
Yes.
even wearing green now.
Green is Leng.
But like having
Your
it
green
low
is my
doesn't mean I
purple.
don't like it.
More green on the way.
Oh, as in you like
More
green, but you
green
don't like
on
wearing
the
it.
More green on
Oh
the way.
wow, yeah,
Yeah.
more green on the way.
More green on the way. I hear you.
More green. on the way.
Amen. More green on the way.
More greens
Catch
on the
trailer.
ways.
Where's my phone?
Ugh.
I'm used to it now. I'm not used to it.
What's next? Or Nyah, have you decided yet?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for you.
Where's green at? Where's green at? Where's green
Where
at?
you gonna put it?
Wait, I'm missing one.
What? Have you got Gorp core, loafers with a casual fit,
Yeah.
animal print?
And
Oh,
green.
animal print. I didn't do animal print.
Come on, bro.
Damn, this is hard.
Pick 'em.
Okay, I'm putting green as 5.
Okay,
Okay.
It doesn't mean I don't love green.
that's fine.
No, that's cool. No
Listen,
judgment.
I'm not
I
green.
think green could be anywhere on the scale and everyone would be like, Fez.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
how green is. It's
So,
just,
where did you put animal print?
this is hard. Fuck it, I'm gonna. I can't say that.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Go
It's
on.
okay.
I'm gonna put it second though.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Animal print second. That's a brave
Cool.
choice.
That was judgment charged. Wait, what's next?
That was
We've got 3 left now.
graphic tees.
Graphic tees. Ooh. 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 2018 E-Manuals.
This is a strong list, by the way.
Graphic
I
tee.
tried.
7 is not
This
low.
was a
I
serious,
tried.
Strong
put-
I,
I'm
hey,
Personally, I'm
I
putting it at 7. But
No,
7 is
yeah.
not low.
Do you know what you done though? I think you're meant to mix it with bad ones. You just picked all ones.
No,
and
that was
now
the
we're
whole
suffering.
aim. The whole aim was to pick cold trends that you guys loved. The last 2 are peak.
Graphic tees would have been my number 2. Because you
Well,
never know what can be one.
I'm
The
saying
first and the
graphic
last.
tees. I might put as 7 only because
Same.
I think graphic tees can be really good or really, really,
Really
crap.
bad.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
terrible.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it doesn't outweigh it. I think there's more crap graphic tees in the world.
Fairs.
Do you know what affairs?
Points were made.
Ooh.
And Bolly for the final one.
No, I got 2. We got 2 more.
You got 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know which one to bang first.
Okay.
Okay. Shirt and tie.
It's PTSD. I'll put that at 7.
Shirt and tie.
Yeah.
You guys are men though.
Yeah, but women go out in shirts and ties.
But how rarely do they? And how
that's
rarely
lie,
known
though.
for it? Like, it's
The-
only going to be like a fashion statement thing.
But it's
The
a
Louis Vuitton,
trend.
was it? No, the YSL Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
With the suits and ties.
Yes.
With shirt and ties.
Yes.
Elite.
Not everyone can pull it off though. That's
Facts.
the thing.
But it's a cool trend.
It's amazing.
It's a nice
It's
trend.
just done really good. It's
Yeah.
really, really
Even the
good.
ASAP Rocky Mimi suit. But obviously that was a suit as well. Does that count? Is that the same trend? Not really. 5.
5?
5.
Ties are so interesting as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different ties. It's pretty cool. Textures, prints, colors.
What are you putting that?
6.
Fair.
E-man.
7.
Fez. All right,
Because
cool.
I can't. Like, I don't know what my number one's gonna be, but it's
Yeah,
what,
for real.
like,
I've
Your
definitely
number
know.
one.
Yeah.
You kind of bust case. I'm not gonna lie. In my opinion,
go on.
vintage luxury.
Come on, number 1. This is amazing.
That's my number 2.
You know what? I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. This is a strong list.
I tried.
You know what, guys? This is actually pretty good.
Yeah?
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this.
Fair.
All right, Smallz, read your list off from
okay,
7
go
to
on.
1.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Right. 1, vintage luxury.
Yes.
Of course. 2, animal print. Amazing. 3, loafers with casual fit. Amazing. 4, gorp core. Yeah, just slamming, the middle a bit. 5, green. Love green.
Green. I just deeped it. 2017 scissor slime. Oh, green.
Gosh.
Sorry, that was such a
It's like
random.
you have an album of memories.
No, because
Bro.
I remember that specific
Yeah, I can't lie. The scissor with the slime.
with
that
the slime, that
green.
specific color and time.
Could you read your list again, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
1, vintage luxury.
Yes.
2, animal print.
Cool.
3, loafers with casual fit. 4, gorp core. 5, green. 6, ties and shirts. 7, graphic tees.
Are you happy with that list?
This is banging.
Great.
Well,
E-man, go.
Who's next?
1
you should
7.
test your list, whatever
Right.
that is.
I hate your list.
I was gonna say didn't like this. Hey,
The test was very effective still.
1, vintage luxury. 2, loafers with a casual fit. I don't know why I say casual pen. Casual fit.
I'm surprised you put that as number 2, but continue.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't have a choice.
I didn't know what was.
Fez.
3, gorp core because functionality, and I was a cargo boy, so just like loads of pockets and stuff. And I wear those 2 shell jackets like every single day. Number 4, graphic tees. Graphic tees should have been higher. Like I went through a phase, and I'm still in the phase of vintage NASCAR graphic tees because they can go with anything and everything in terms of what color. You can get a color of anyone. Sorry. 5, green. Scissor slime.
Just keep going, man. Just
Number 6, animal print because PETA. And number 7, shirt and tie. Shirt and tie, PTSD. So that's why it's last.
Fez.
Interesting.
Best list there is.
For me, number 1 is green.
Cool.
Green is the elite color. Number 2, vintage luxury.
If
that
there
was good.
If there was purple, he would have put it at 0.
We love a good thrifted fit with some swag, finding gems.
Right.
Number 3, gorp core. I like ski jackets. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, loafers with casual fit.
Fez.
Nice summer's day.
Can't complain.
Drop, the loafers with loafies with a little bit of a, nice little number.
You know what I'm saying?
Number 5, shirt and tie. Sometimes, you need to switch it up a little bit. But I don't co-sign the shirt, tie, denim jacket vibe that people do. It's just not for me.
I get
No, it's not that it's bad. It's
it.
just not for
Evening
me.
date night.
Yeah.
Shirt, tie, denim jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know about denim. Maybe leather.
Yeah,
I've
maybe
done a
leather.
leather.
Denim works.
I've done a
It
leather.
does work.
Leather
I don't know
very
if it works for
elevated,
me.
though. Leather elevates it
Yeah, that was the
massively.
aim.
Like denim jacket in a day.
It feels a bit
evening,
casual, innit? And then evening
Then
leather.
it was like, I'm just a cool guy
Leather.
going on a date. We're just both cool.
Yeah, we're
Fair.
both cools.
Yeah.
Number
Dimples.
6, animal print. Obviously, I've got a respect for animal print, but I don't wear it all the time. Aside from this recent jumper that I've got from Denim Tears, that's a good jumper. And 7 is graphic tee, which is
Fez.
interesting
Fez.
because I
You
do.
look like you're about to crash out over that.
I be wearing graphic tees, but like at the same time, it's like sometimes I don't. you know?
Fez. Fair enough.
Before we, come to the end of the episode, you made a bag.
Oh shit, guys.
How much?
You know what's really funny?
You see what I did there?
I was told to bring 2 things today, guys.
And you brought one of them. It's okay. It's okay. We can insert pictures.
We may insert pictures.
Yeah.
It'll probably be more effective, actually.
Yeah. So tell us, what inspired you making this bag?
So the bag is a collaboration with my bestie Barco. Barco
Shout out
is-
Barco.
Shout out Barco, yo. Everyone thinks that Smallz has a lot of hats. Barco has like a wardrobe, bro. He just like, he dances, he draws, he makes clothes, cooks sometimes, and then he sings on lives. He makes music.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just a pretty radical guy. Like, not gonna lie.
radical, dude.
Literally radical. So what basically happened is we were just on our little catch-up call as you do with your friends, and he was just sounding really demotivated creatively, which is really normal because sometimes when you're not feeling inspired by anything, this guilt comes in because you're just like, this is my livelihood, this is my source of income, or this is my everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's really nice to have friends around you that's gonna like inspire you in some way or just be that drive you need. So to be honest, guys, I didn't really want to design a bag, but I was just like, what project can I force upon him that's gonna get him out of this get him out of this rut, like type of thing. And it's just like, I haven't done anything with him yet, so it's kind of like, if you're gonna do it with me, you know you need to do it good.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what I'm saying? So we just started cooking some ideas. I'm just like, okay, let's do a bag. There's something I'm gonna design. I would never come up with just like a hoodie or a Shox. Like, it would be a bag. Like, I'm just a girl, bitch. So
That I'm just a girl term needs. I don't know. It needs to be banned from women.
Yeah.
because,
guys, I'm addicted. Like it's just in my everyday vocab now.
Anything, no form of accountability.
Zero.
Just the girl.
Bro.
Okay, but I don't use it in accountability. I'd use it as an explanation of some of my behavior.
Fair.
Yeah, which
Accountability?
is
like,
which is a lack of.
He's running away a little bit.
Sounds like not like I am a psychologist in any way, shape, or form at
Right.
all, even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Check my stories at all. But
Okay.
sounds like you're running from
Contradiction. I'm
something.
gonna talk for the girls. I think just saying I'm just a girl is actually a really nice way for us just to feminize ourselves sometimes.
Okay.
In the
Oh,
sense
you're all
of
running
like,
away.
maybe we're running towards that though, you know?
Running towards unaccountability.
No, she
No.
went towards.
Femininity.
I know what I said.
Yo, they got to me, yo. Oh my god.
Go on.
So yeah, then we just started cooking up some ideas. Literally on this FaceTime call. And I'm just like, he's just talking about like this particular shape. And I'm just like, yeah, shape is always just gonna sell, especially for a bag. Just make something really interesting. And just stand out. Especially if it's just something like you're just doing as like a one-off or collaboration. Or I think that's what's really nice, that people love collaborations because people put in their most effort. They're just like,
Yeah.
how can we wow these people? So
Fair.
that was kind of the inspo. And I was just coming up with some ideas, doing some drawings, and obviously Barco's doing like the tech part behind it, functionality, if this is gonna work, strap wise. And after we start talking about fabrics, how much we're gonna need, like what else we need, ribbons, threads, like all these things. Then he made the first sample. And I've moved, like I was telling you guys, but where I used to live, me and Barco were like 10 minutes away from each other.
Right.
Okay.
So he just pulled up with a bag, like, man, I'm just like, okay, let's get into it. So it was literally like having a look at it, just seeing what works, what doesn't work. Like, it's like the first sample, you know, there's all these little small things. And then we was already just taking pictures because we just gas, like, just to like show friends and family,
Of course.
type of thing. And everything was also really fast turning. I'm a menace when it comes to deadlines. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this project is 2 weeks. Like, this is the like thing for like marketing, media. So like, even when we was like doing the marketing side of it, I was like, yeah, we're just gonna do a post like this, the collab post. So we went out, took these quick pictures. Like, it literally, like, there's no reason for some people not to work hard, guys. It literally took like 15 minutes. Like, I was freezing cold as well. This is so real life. Like, guys don't even know. I had like these kitten heels on and these jeans, and like, I was just basically thinking of an outfit that was really gonna help this bag go far, whether it's even just on the explore, like something that's going to catch people's eye more than just the bag. Like, it was like in a sense of a group project. Like, he worked really hard to make this bag, so yo, I need to make hard.
You need to do your bit.
Yeah, like I need to market this. Like, I can't be
Yeah.
lazy with it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, and it's just like the idea of collaborating with creatives and your friends is just like everyone's just putting their all into it, and there's just no reason why a project won't flourish. For So it was like a mix of us doing that. So we took the pictures so quick, and I was just like, okay, this shot. Like, I knew what we needed. Like, and we went back, edited it, and then Barco started running up. He made a whole new website just for the drop.
Man.
He's hilarious. He's just really like, if he's gonna do something, he's doing it to the full.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, maybe we can just do it. He's like, no, they need to be a website. Needs to be a link. So he started making this whole website.
Yeah.
The pictures are already on there, and he's just like cleaning it up. And it's just nice because I have the same amount of standards. Like, like let's do 100 or let's not do it at all type thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I feel like every time I do something, it's because to me it's an opportunity for something else to come in, if that makes sense. So whether it's the whole idea of me creating the shoe and the bag, whatever, it's just the whole thing was experience. And because I do put it out there, again, now I'm getting like the experience side, and now I'm getting the anyone that's going to see this side. So once we like kind of finalized that, then we decided on drop date. I think drop date was decided the day before, guys. Just like dead ass. Literally, the post was done right there. We was like, okay, let's go back to working on the website, like all of this, just to reach that goal. And then, the reaction was amazing.
How many did you end up selling?
We only sold a small amount.
What, on purpose? Like you guys chose?
Yeah, we kept it really limited.
Did you plan to bring them back then?
Because also he made them.
Of course.
He made all of them
Made them all
handmade.
by hand.
Yeah, they were handmade. So originally, did I want to?
Are you planning to like do more?
So we done a restock. We done a small amount. I done a small amount on purpose because I wanted a restock. Because at the end of the day, high demand,
of course.
stuff like that. So then I made sure the restock sold out. And we also made the restock available to like national. So like US audience. There's just audience from everywhere, literally, which was amazing. But that specific one where it's like the all white, I wouldn't do again.
So what, new colors on the way?
100%.
Okay.
And like it's not even because I don't love it. It's just that, yo, you should have locked in. Like I told you to lock in. If you didn't want to lock in, now you're gonna have to lock in for the next one. Like, and it just makes it really special because we're not brand owners and like high street, so it's just a really special project. So it's just like if you actually manage to get like a piece of our art, then you're a winner. Literally worth more than money. So yeah.
Last question.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, cool. Last question. What advice would you give to someone who was trying to navigate the content creation space? Well, content creation and styling space. Let's go with both.
Yeah. I think the whole creative space, right? Because it just involves all of it.
Yeah.
The first thing I'm going to say to you is that like you need to like sit yourself down, look yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself if you have it in you. Because if you have it in you, there's no reason you're not going to succeed. But you need to have the drive and the passion and like a goal, because that's what's going to make it so much more easier. A lot of people is just like, how do you stay consistent? If you have a goal to reach, then you don't have time for not being consistent. I'm just like, yo, I need to get to this goal.
By tomorrow.
I've got things to do. I've got ideas to make. I've got things to create. So that's what the first thing I'm going to tell everyone to do is to make sure before you like embark on this journey, like, are you ready? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with starting and stopping again, but like nothing hits harder when you just start and you just don't ever stop. If that makes sense. I think the next piece of advice I'd give is that same way I was saying about trying out styles. I think just in general in life, you just need to try out a lot to find out what works for you. The worst thing is time of getting stuck in content that works well for your audience but doesn't work for you, because you're just gonna feel trapped. And you're gonna start hating it and you can't flourish off of it. So there needs to be a middle point of this being something that you love, and you do need to play to the audience a bit. It's work. You know what I'm saying? So there's goals to meet, there's marketing to make, so you need to have like a really good balance so that you don't stop, to be honest.
Quickly, I just want to quickly touch on your modelling career very briefly. Obviously you've been a model. What has been your favourite gig and what do you enjoy about modelling?
Good question.
Because I think your most recent one, or one of your more recent ones, is the 3D Youth one.
Yeah, that was lit.
Pick up the Ghana boys.
Big up the boys, man.
Big up the Ghana boys. Big up my Ghanaians. My best friend is from Ghana. So.
Big up the Ghanaians.
Yeah.
My people.
That one.
Email people
Knees out.
What was the question again? Sorry.
What has been your favorite shoot?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
What do you enjoy about modeling?
It's a good question. It probably was that one. It was probably for you. Do you know what it is? At the end of the day, it's with Jordan, so it's just really big on niche. An opportunity where like I felt like even as a model, I was still shining. If that makes sense. There were so many things I could talk about this shoot. I think like even like just the energy of everyone on there. It's so different because it's like we're working with these big brands that usually like really put us in a box, and they had so much with their own influence onto things. Or even when we were shooting, at times we were just mucking around. I'm just like, you know what? Hell yeah! Like this is also meant to be an experience for us. It's not just about the digital pictures that come out of it. Like this is like this is history. You know what I'm saying? So
when you're more relaxed, everything comes out better.
Exactly. And then obviously the biggest thing, because you guys know me, is that most of the crew were black. So I'm always gonna strive for that. And that's why I think one of the reasons I glowed so much in that shoot, because I was in the right place, innit? Like I was surrounded by the right people that either understood what I was giving out. Like my hairstyle for that shoot was crazy, and like the thing is, I didn't even get it for that shoot. I just had my hair changed like that. So when the shoot came in, I was like, this is gonna be perfect. But like, it's not just because like I knew it was gonna look good. It's because like, oh my god, so many people are gonna see this, and that's representation. It's just like, for me, as there's more just more black women seeing things like this, I just want to inspire them. So if like, I don't know, from our side, it's just kind of like I got booked for modeling, but from consumer side, it's just like, oh my god, they picked a model like that and dressed her like that for the shoot. So I'm cool with them thinking that they done all of that work, but either way, it's gonna make people think that this is the standard, this is a norm, this is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. So and I feel like that's how I feel about modeling in general, and Missmallz that in general. I think it's just, for me, it's a really big opportunity for me to help black women and young black girls, and just relate to them and be a space for them, and just help them in any way I can, because I think that's like the main goal, just to see my sisters thriving for real. So I think even though everything has been so successful and I'm learning, I'm growing, I feel like I'm doing it to make like a guidebook for them, if that makes sense. Like I feel like, you know how like I'm not a big sister, shout out to my big sister though, you know how like your big sister and siblings kind of make a pathway for you to follow.
For sure.
Sometimes that's how I feel like I'm doing it for the girlies, because it's just like, I just feel like I'm in this ghetto jungle and I'm just like making my way through, but like I have a whole community behind me, so I feel really safe and confident. So I'm gonna get to that goal, and most importantly, I've made a pathway so that we can just get there easier, because soft life babes in it. So.
No, you know what? Now I'll tell you, like listening to you speak and hearing about your journey, you're very mature in the way you've approached your journey, and it's great to see that you're enjoying it, you're learning the lessons, and there might be some L's on the way, but you're taking it like on your chest and still 100%. Moving forward.
And L is always a blessing.
Always.
Because it's always a lesson. Slay.
Quickly to round off, Missmallz, what is the goal? What is the long term? Where do you want to be? What's the
long term goal? Is to work my ass off so that I can have a charity to help young black girls. And then probably disappear, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
I think that
disappear to an island
You
somewhere.
know, I've like, not to sound like big headed or anything, but me doing this at this time in my life is me sharing my life with you. So I'm okay to like do it for a bit and then go disappear and embark on something new. You know what I'm saying? I might just become like own a farm.
Fair.
Oh, like that?
Back home.
Like that.
Probably, guys. I'm really like into that. So yeah.
No, very.
You like farming?
Yeah, I think I'm just really
agricultural.
Like Fecky.
I just really, that's
nice
why
out
like
of the way.
Round it up, because I know I probably didn't talk about it, like that's why the traveling comes from. It's just this idea of like, not to sound weird, but I don't feel so at home and place here, because I don't think like the Abigail was saying, like just the natural things and like the pace of life here. It doesn't, I don't know, I don't think it agrees well with my system, because it just feels like I'm always fighting it. You always feel tired, overstimulated, or like overwhelmed, or like undervalued. So sometimes when I've been traveling, I've been feeling the opposite. And one thing that always plays a factor as well is going back home and stuff. So
it's nice to recharge that way.
Yeah.
For real.
Just feel like you're living. Like, oh, you're just meant to wake up, have a goal for the day, achieve it, and then go to bed. Like,
sometimes even like if I'm going back to Ghana, like it's, I don't know what it is. You just feel at home.
Yeah.
Like you just feel comfortable.
I
don't know what it is.
You land there and everyone's black. And no one's looking at you for being black. They're just like, okay. And you're just like, you know what? Yeah. Like,
are you trying to scam you? Like,
literally. They're
I feel
doing
like
that too.
Yeah.
100%. Or they're just like, they're not looking for something out of you. They're just doing their own thing.
Everything's done from the heart.
And also there's just a lot of things that have been going on for a long time, culturally, or like things that we've just always done. And it's just like, once you start doing it, you start realizing why we've always done that as people. And then, I think that's like the only way I cannot go crazy here. is like try
travel every so often.
Yeah, I either travel so often, or like right now I'm focusing on making my room look like a jungle because it's the only thing that's going to keep me sane.
Fairs.
Okay, fair enough.
Fairs.
Yeah.
And on that note, Nyah, I want to thank you for joining us on the pod.
Thank you so much.
Thank
For
you
your
for
first
having
podcast,
me.
I think you've done a great job.
This is my first podcast that I've waffled so much. I've been really silent for like 3 days.
No, you've dropped some real gems.
Slay.
And
Thank you.
yeah, man.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
On to many more.
Definitely.
Yo, I come back here, we're gonna be in the light. Yeah, you guys don't know what that means, but in the light.
So,
oh, that's so cool.
as we are finishing, this is our gem.
Guys, what size?
We
are
would
those?
love Bolu size. We would love you to. We would love you to sign our.
You.
Force One.
Whoever
Force
done
One.
it on that tick is greedy.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
Who was that?
That was Ryan,
Yeah, Ryan
from London Sneaker Club.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you'd like to sign anywhere on the shoe,
It's a good question.
Have you
Pick a
given her a pen?
Depends on the inside.
Oh, in the spirit.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not odd, isn't it?
Is that
if you'd like to sign anywhere on the shoe,
Yeah, pick your spot, make your mark.
Okay. Graphic designs.
You're part of history now.
Mm-hmm.
This is history. This is going in the documentary, guys.
oh yeah, 100%.
This is why I appreciate anyone locking in early.
Yeah, man, we're here.
And it's
Don't-
funny, like, we met on a random day at a daily paper pop-up with Converse.
Literally.
And since, I don't know,
We met the year before that.
oh, swear.
Yeah,
and I
we
was
met.
planning to be antisocial at that event, by the way.
Lol.
Is it?
Yeah. I saw a brother though. I was just like, man.
Fairs.
Lol.
Literally.
It's funny because there's a Daily Paper Converse event coming up.
Yeah, I
soon,
got, I
right?
got
Yeah,
a
I
message for it
got
still.
I got a message for that.
Yeah,
At first I
yeah.
thought it was fake, so they didn't use my name.
LOL.
But
Yeah, because we were talking to Barco about his purple jacket, and I was just like, yo, this is a hard jacket.
That is
that
a
was-
flipping cold.
Bro,
It's your
cold
jacket,
jacket.
isn't it?
Yo.
Yeah.
Barco's a real nigga. You see what he
Yeah.
done there? Because the thing is, like, I told you guys, we live 10 minutes away. So I was like, yeah, we just go to this event. And I was just like, okay, cool. This is how I'm with all my friends. If I'm stepping out looking good, like, everyone needs to be on a level of fly. I'm like, okay, I've got this jacket. And I'm like, wear it. I was like, don't tell anyone it's mine. Like, just wear it. Like, so he was getting compliments the whole event.
Yeah,
And I was
man.
Such a cold
Literally,
jacket.
I was just
Like-
Did you?
that is from the Upstream shoot.
Yeah, I remember you said
Literally,
that was
from
one of the things that
Upstream
you
shoot.
take. Yeah.
Let me take something. I was actually gonna wear that today. It's
Yeah.
funny you guys said that.
No, that's a good jacket.
Yes.
I was gonna wear it for next time.
No, it's all good.
I'm
man.
just a stylist. Like I love like what's that word? Adjusting to where I'm going. So like if we was going somewhere else, I'd be like suit and tie, like we said. So that's
Yeah, I
why
feel
that
like-
list was hard for me for real.
I feel like it's good like that though. Like, not that you adapt to your environment, but every time you like adjust, you kind of
That's
still
it,
stand out.
there's
Let's see.
No, that's cool. There.
Slay.
Yeah,
Cold.
yeah.
Nice.
Cold.
Smallz but takes up space.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah,
that's
steady,
real.
steady.
Smalls in big print.
For real.
Hey,
Cool.
Steady one.
Very cool.
And
Niall,
see.
appreciate you joining us on the
Thank
pod
you so
today.
Thank you
much.
for having me, guys. Has anyone ever done this?
No.
No,
my
the
hand.
full handshakes are killing me.
Yeah.
And
She said,
yeah, man, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, joining us, giving us gems, and we wish you the
Yep.
best with your stuff in the future.
Most definitely.
And
Thank you.
we're here, so whenever you want to talk about things, give us a call. We'll set up.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yo.
saying? But yeah, people. So the next episode, we appreciate you watching. We appreciate
Thank you very much.
joining. Tap in with Missmallz on socials, and yeah, man, we'll see you in the next one. Till then, adios.
Gyan.
See you guys. Bye.